All right, good morning everyone. We'll make a start. Hey, look, welcome here. Welcome to the hub. I don't know if you've been here before, but this is the Kaha hub. If you haven't been here before, this is sort of a focal point, and it's evolving for us. It's a focal point for a whole range of things. We have travel agents here, we have Immigration New Zealand here, we have immigration advisors in the background, not today, they'll be here this afternoon. We have obviously skills and education opportunities, which we're going to explain a lot to you over the next hour. And then there's other, welfare organisations here as well. So we're sort of evolving it into a hub that's going to become a focal point for the community in a whole range of things. Before we start though, I don't know, did you all feel the earthquake about 40 minutes ago? Yeah, we didn't hear. Things were rocking and rolling. So if an aftershock happens or something else happens, out the doors, we've got a rec ground right there we can converge on, so we're all going to go out that way. If you need toilets, out through the door, sort of straight ahead, slightly to the left, there's toilets. So, welcome. What today's session is about is, actually my name is Aaron, I run Study Queenstown, and Study Queenstown is essentially the umbrella organisation which promotes, markets and looks after, I guess, all the education entities in Queenstown, from primary school right through to executive, university, language schools, polytechs, specific sector training, so it's a whole range of things. So I'm kind of a focal point for you on that, and what I'm going to do today is introduce a number of organisations to you that can offer specific retraining or reskilling. So they are the two things we're focused on, is retraining and reskilling. They'll talk about their organisations. They'll have 3 to 5 minutes to talk about their organisation. And then what we're going to do after about half an hour is we're going to take this lectern away, go completely informal, and we're going to put a range of seats up here and let's just do a Q&A session. So we'll hand out a microphone, you can ask questions, we'll use some case studies, we'll use some examples of people that may have lost jobs and how they sit. It might be a New Zealander, it might be a migrant. I'm happy to have a really open discussion about some examples of what might work for you. So what I will say is this session is being filmed. You're okay because it's only filming the back of your heads. So what we're doing is we film this session so we can upload it online, so people that can't make it because this session sold out, if you like. So we'll upload it online so other people can watch it and then come and talk to the institutions over the next week, 2 weeks, 6 weeks, however long. There is a news organisation here as well filming, but if you get approached to be interviewed afterwards, certainly feel free to say no if you don't want to. You don't have to talk to anyone. But afterwards as well, the institutions are going to be spread around the room, so you can feel free to wander around and talk to the institutions as well. So that's us. So what I'd like to do is we'll start with, Pauline, are you starting? We'll start with Pauline, who is representing, she's the owner of ABC College of English. So she will talk to you about English language learning and opportunities. So welcome, Pauline.
So yeah, my name's Pauline, and ABC College has been here for about 26 years, and we've had to pivot in this environment as well, and I think what we can bring to the table is especially for people wanting to improve their communicative skills. So, one part of that is just getting stronger in the English language, being more able to communicate your skills. We're going to look at doing CV work, interview role plays, that sort of thing for people. And it is a time if you maybe have lost your job or you're thinking of something else, just to bring that English level up to a greater level of accuracy and fluency, and just the confidence to express who you are, and therefore give you a better opportunity in a different role, perhaps. The other thing that we're doing is the IELTS course. Do you know about that one? The general IELTS especially? To become a resident in New Zealand, you need a proficiency level in your language, and it's the general IELTS, it's this one, and it's a 6.5 level across all the levels. So it looks at listening, reading, writing and speaking, and it's an international exam. It's recognised not only in New Zealand but also in Australia, and becoming much more in America and Europe as well. So it's something that, in this time perhaps you could consolidate to have an international English language proficiency exam, also helping you to with your application to remain here for a while, also here and in Australia. So we're doing all this online at the moment. We've really, it's the best way for us to go forward is online, which means you can be at home, not running around in these icy roads. A lot of our students are actually in bed, I notice, when they're on Zoom. But I mean, that's creating, we specialise in small classes and personalised service, and that can be achieved online very easily, and then there's all the support afterwards as well. So at the moment we are running the IELTS course. It starts next week. It'll run for 6 weeks, 10 to 12 every day. So, I mean, and that's a good way to find a benchmark for your own English language level now, and then get it up higher for the exam, which is tested here in Queenstown as well. So, and the other things that we can do is just that general English support of getting you stronger in your language and your communication. Yeah, and on to the next good story in your life. So yeah, I'll pass it on now to... Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to introduce each speaker. So, excellent. So we've got 3 language schools in Queenstown. So if you need to talk about English language, go and see Pauline afterwards. So next I'd like to introduce Charmy. Charmy looks after SIT. Now, SIT have a campus here at Southern Institute of Technology, have a campus here in Queenstown, main campus in Invercargill. So Charmy will talk about both those campuses. And we've, if you saw the agricultural sector expo about 2 weeks ago, so SIT was instrumental in running that and retraining people for the agricultural sector in Southland, and they'll run the training for that. So I'd like Charmy to talk about sort of opportunities there, as well as Southern Lakes English College, which they own. So welcome, Charmy.
Morena, everybody. My name's Charmy, and I am from the Southern Institute of Technology, just like Aaron mentioned, so he didn't lie. So SIT has a campus here in Queenstown. We're down at Frankton, and we have a number of courses. The Queenstown campus is also calling for expressions of interest for graduate diploma level study in occupational health and safety, in project management, in IT, just to see if there's a need for you guys to go retrain in those particular areas. We're happy to run some courses here in Queenstown. So our main campus is in Invercargill, as Aaron mentioned, and it's only 2 hours away. And it's actually warmer. It was 8 degrees when I left there. And I came dressed in my summer clothes almost without any tights on, and bloody hell, it's cold here. Anyway, so SIT has about 200 different programs that we offer. But under the government's announcement of the targeted Trades and Apprenticeship Fund, SIT has several programs that are being run from July intake onwards, that are absolutely free to New Zealand citizens. If you come to Invercargill to do any of those programs, you also get an accommodation bursary. So you can either come and live in our apartments for free for up to 40 weeks, or you will get a $100 payout per week for up to 40 weeks if you have your own accommodation or you want to go elsewhere. So we're trying to make it easy for people to be able to retrain and go into industries that probably you may not have understood could use your skills. And just going back to the expo that Aaron spoke about, we realized that there's a number of transferable skills from the hospitality, tourism, travel industries that worked really, really well. So our expos attracted over 200 people. We have 120 training spots, out of which we had 91 applications, which was about 2 weeks ago. So there are a few spaces open, but what that really identified was that people now understand that you don't have to be in one particular industry. There are so many different opportunities available to you. So going back to the TTAF, the Targeted Trades and Apprenticeship Fund, in Queenstown, we'll be offering the construction course, which is a 1-year full-time program. And I see a lot of females here, and historically at SIT, female students have been our best students for the last 4 years running in all our trades courses. So just to prove a point that there's nothing that you guys can't do, okay? We will also have a free computer level 2 program, which is pretty much like fundamentals, so some of you may want to just brush up, may not, it depends, but these are different programs that we are offering here in Queenstown. But I've got more information, and I'll be around until about 2, so happy to talk to anybody about that. So lastly, we also own Southern Lakes English College, and with Pauline and Guy from Language Schools New Zealand, there are only 3 language schools here, so I think we're here to help our migrants that have been in Queenstown, that have been here for quite a number of years, help you with your language skills. Pauline's specific, and she's got some interviews and CV writing and things like that. SLEC only does general English and academic English. We've got a free English program for migrants if they want to come in to do a higher level of study, so they can come and study that in Queenstown and then move to either Queenstown campus or Invercargill campus for further study if that's the way that they want to go. So lots of different opportunities. We've got programs across a wide range of areas, but under the TTAF scheme, they're targeting specific industries like construction, agriculture, any of the primary industries. What else? I said construction, so engineering. So there's quite a few programs under that fund that you can access for free if that is the way you want to go. And I'd love to have you in Invercargill. It's much better weather, for sure. Thank you.
All right, thanks for that. So following on, so SIT is a polytechnic, so following on from that, let me introduce Otago Polytechnic. And Otago Polytechnic is based in Dunedin. I'll let Mel explain. They also have a campus in Cromwell and Wanaka. So we work quite closely with them they're doing some great initiatives with some employers here, so she can explain that. But the other thing that I think is pretty interesting about the Cromwell campus in particular is that their passion, what I call passion courses, passion projects. So there's some amazing stuff around craft brewing, beekeeping, bike trail maintenance, bike mechanics. There's some really interesting courses there. So what we're finding is people are either wanting to retrain for a complete career change, upskill to learn new skills, either to keep a job or to get a new job, or we're actually finding people are taking on their passion. They've always wanted to do something, and this is their opportunity to go, now's the time to retrain in something that I've always wanted to do. So I'm going to let Mel talk to you about that. So welcome, Mel.
Hi everyone, I'm Mel from Otago Polytech. I'm based just down the road in Cromwell, where it is also warmer this morning as well. It was a little bit of a slow drive through the gorge this morning, but they look after the roads so well, it wasn't too scary. Aaron actually touched on most of what I was going to say. No, you didn't really. So Otago Polytech is based in Dunedin. We actually had a campus in Queenstown for a very long time offering adventure tourism. We now have a campus in Cromwell and also in Wanaka. A number of our programs are up here. We are very fortunate, like SIT, to have the new government initiative, so the Study for Free, which is the Targeted Trades Apprenticeship Fund. A lot of our programs are actually covered by that. So as Aaron was saying, whether you're looking at gaining new skills so you can quickly get into other employment, a good example of that is horticulture, viticulture industries. Whether you are looking to completely retrain and go down a completely different career path, or whether you're looking for those passion projects and you've decided that thanks to COVID, the world has changed, and why not? Maybe now is the time to suddenly do that thing that you've always wanted to do. So we have some really unique programs that you won't find anywhere else in New Zealand, as well as our kind of standard raft of programs, including construction, cookery. We do high country farming. We've got early childhood education. Some of the specialist programs are stonemasonry, sports turf management. We have brewing, which is the only program of its kind in New Zealand, and we actually have we built a brewery on site in Cromwell. So if anyone's interested in brewing, it's very popular, and the new intake will be starting in February next year. Beekeeping, apiculture is really popular as well, and that starts in September. We're really aware that there are some industries now that are going to be really short of workers, specifically horticulture, viticulture in this region. Their seasonal workers aren't here. The backpackers that normally fill a lot of those roles are not going to be able to come back over because borders are shut. So if you are interested in getting into those industries, you're keen to work outdoors, then come and chat to me later about our horticulture/viticulture fruit growing programs. As Shami mentioned, the Study for Free initiative is for domestic students. However, Otago Polytech has got scholarships available for international students. So if you are an international and you're residing here and you would really like to do some training, please come and see me, and I can give you the information on the scholarships, and we can lead you down that pathway to find out more about that. Our second semester starts on the 20th of July, so it's there for the taking. If you want to get into something new and you want to upskill or retrain or follow that dream, then come see me. You know, you could be starting that in July. So we're here to help, and happy to answer any questions, and come and talk to me later. I've got loads of information that you can pick up and take away, and I know it's one of those decisions that you're not going to make overnight, but certainly have a chat. Feel free to come back and talk again. We're going to be here the next few weeks, maybe longer, I suspect. And by all means, contact the team. The contact details will be on the info. So thanks very much, and great to see you all here. Thank you.
Alrighty, up next is New Zealand's premier tourism and hospitality college. I will, however, put a caveat. Duncan would be a great politician because he can talk. He can really talk. So I'm gonna cap him at 5 minutes, okay? But I'm gonna let Duncan explain a little bit about QRC. It's an amazing college, born in Queenstown, and it has really basically fed the tourism industry here and the hospitality industry with incredibly professional workers. You've seen them around town dressed in their suits. So I'm gonna let Duncan explain more about those courses and other things they offer. So welcome, Duncan.
Kia ora, welcome. My name's Duncan. I'm from Queenstown Resort College, and I guess I have a little bit of a different story to tell. So we're the only NZQA Category 1 specialist provider in tourism and hospitality management education. So that's pretty much our whole focus. So obviously, acknowledging COVID, it's had some big changes, and it's really affected us considerably. However, what I want to say is that our industry is very resilient. History shows, even though, we've had SARS, we've had 9/11, we've had the economic stock crash, the industry, it's still showing this exponential growth. So it's going to come back. So it just demonstrates the strength and the resilience. So you don't have to jump ship. If you've got a passion for that industry, keep that passion. But I guess what it means is that ultimately, when it does come back, the industry is going to need a pool of highly skilled, highly trained people to lead the new way in terms of tourism. And we believe that we've got a real pivotal role in supplying people who are going to lead that change. And so I guess our high quality program and focusing on excellence is why a lot of our students, and for a lot of employers, our students are the employee of first choice because they have that drive and that focus on excellence. So if you do want to continue the dream, don't give up. Now is actually a good time to study. Yes, we're having some pain at the moment, but it will turn around and it will come back. So that's our positive message. So it's a good time to upskill. Maybe you're in the industry, you've already got a degree, and you want to step up to that next level, become instead of a supervisor, become a manager of an outlet, etc. Good time to get that training, get some formal and official qualifications under your belt within the industry. So in terms of what we got, And we actually have 2 campuses. We have one here in Queenstown, and in an even warmer place than anywhere else is up in Paihia, up in Northland, funnily enough. So if you want to get out of the cold for a bit. We have we have 2 level 6 2-year diplomas in tourism management and adventure tourism, and hospitality management. So adventure tourism and hospitality. Then we have got if you have a degree, we've got a level 7 graduate diploma in tourism and hospitality management. So both of those courses include full-time, full pay. Of course, as an international student, if you decide to study, and if you're on a certain length of course, you can still work part-time. And after you do our 2 programs, both of them, you can stay in New Zealand afterwards. You can get an open work visa for an extra year. So it's a way that you can stay on in New Zealand. Or if you want, you can do higher studies as well. And up north, if you want to go up there, we've got our hospitality. We also have a cookery. We've got tourism operations, but I can talk to you about that. So we also have got, for domestic students, fees free. So if you haven't studied before, there could be an option for you to study and do part of the program for free. International students, we do have partial scholarships as well, which is a great thing. So my message again, don't give up the dream. It's a great industry. I love the industry. We love it. Just consider this time as a time to retrain, reskill, and upskill your current qualifications. So really look forward to talking to you all if you're interested. So we'll just be over there. Cool. Thank you.
That was good. That was actually within time. All right, thank you, Duncan. That's excellent. And last, but certainly not least, so what I'm going to do is introduce you to Raywin. Raywin looks after, or is going to tell you all about Capable NZ. And Capable NZ, I'm going to let her give the detail, but I will tell you a really great example is NZ Ski when they instituted Capable NZ for their staff to go and do a degree, and you can use your previous experience that counts towards that degree, and she'll explain more. But I can attest, because I know a lot of people that have been through the program, it's an incredible program. You can do it from here, and I see huge value in it for people retraining. So I'll let Raywin talk about that. So welcome, Raywin.
Hi, thank you for coming. What a mongrel time it is for everybody. So it's great that everybody's looking to the future. So yes, I am from Capable NZ. We are part of Otago Polytechnic. We're a school within Otago Polytechnic. And we're specialists in work-based learning. That's what we do. We have had 20 years experience with workplace learning, and that's working with people who have significant skills and experience in their career and validating those skills and experience against a tertiary qualification. So it's an alternative way of gaining a tertiary qualification. So our qualifications are generally, across the board, whatever Otago Polytechnic offers, we can offer the workplace learning equivalent. So, but basically most of our work is in the level 5 right through to the doctorate level. So our main pool of work is, as been said, in the degree, which is a level 7, and the biggest pool of our learners is in the Bachelor of Applied Management. And across the board, we work with probably 400 learners a year to gain a tertiary qualification this way. And so, as I said, our main pool of learners is at the degree level, but we also offer masters and doctorate in work-based learning as well. Independent learning pathway is the model we used, so it's internationally recognised. It's a model that's used around the world. It's academic way of validating the skills and experience people already have gained over their career. So the way we do it is that our learners, you guys, if you're interested in this as an alternative, work with an experienced facilitator. So there's no classes to attend. You either use this downtime, if it's a downtime for you, to gain this qualification, or you can do it while you're working full-time. The expectation is about 18 to 20 hours a week over and above your normal work week to gain this qualification in about a 10-month enrolment. So it's completely doable for most people. And if you think about the skills and experiences that you've already gained, they are valuable, they are transferable. And Queenstown is going to come back, and it's going to come back, in a different way, but businesses and organisations are going to be there. Qualifications are a prerequisite. So use this time wisely and get yourself up-spec'd using the skills and experiences you already have to gain a tertiary qualification and prepare for the comeback, because it's coming. So I'm around. Please come and talk to me. Thank you.
All right, last thing I wanted to mention before we get into the Q&A and we'll bring everyone up the front is the other exciting thing, I guess, is we're getting employers coming to us going, hey, I've got some opportunities for tech, for example. I need some staff, but I'll need them retrained. So the one thing we see this hub evolving into is a bit of a focal point for employers as well, and we're seeing that now. So what we will keep an eye out, because what we're probably going to do is start running sector-specific sessions. So it might be actually, if you're interested in agriculture, horticulture, we'll run a sector-specific session on that, and we may bring some employers in. Or it might be tech. We might have, like there was a farm tech going on last week. We've got Signal, which is a collaboration of 3 universities and 3 polytechnics. They're looking at a tech retraining course based here and online. So there's a lot of initiatives going on. It could be medical. We might actually put on a session about medical retraining. So just keep an eye out. We're evolving. This is the first session, right? So this is the inaugural. So we're starting from now and we're here to help you. So basically our whole goal is to get people retrained, reskilled into meaningful employment. So with that in mind, thank you very much for attending. What we're going to do is reconfigure the stage now, bring everyone back up, and feel free to be a bit more relaxed and open and ask your questions, and we'll try and answer them to meet your needs. So thank you.